Miles de aficionados disfrutan a nivel mundial del espectáculo y las acrobacias del Cirque du Soleil, pero algunos de sus artistas tuvieron sus inicios en el máximo nivel deportivo como atletas de alto rendimiento. Tal es el caso de la gimnasta Nansy Damianova. No hay orgullo más grande para un atleta que representar a tu país en unos Juegos Olímpicos. Dicho sueño se hizo realidad para la gimnasta canadiense, quien participó en la justa olímpica de Beijing 2008.
It was really an honor, and it was a dream since I was, I think, about 8 years old. That's when I remember wanting to go to the Olympics. When I was watching the 2000 Olympics, we had 2 girls from our gym club that made it to the Olympics, and that's when I wanted, and that became a dream for me to actually go there one day. And so it was just a dream come true.
A sus 18 años, Nansy compitió en el máximo escenario en Beijing. Posteriormente, la gimnasta de padres búlgaros continuó su carrera deportiva a nivel universitario en Estados Unidos. Al terminar sus estudios, vivió la difícil transición de dejar la gimnasia competitiva. Fue hasta que el Cirque du Soleil apareció en su vida que Nansy regresó a los escenarios.
So it's really difficult to stop gymnastics at your peak. So from being an Olympian, I then became a NCAA gymnast at the University of Utah, but then graduating and having a year where I didn't do gymnastics, no acrobatics, just finishing school was very difficult because I missed performing. And luckily that's when Cirque kind of arrived and asked me if I was interested to maybe try out for an act, which is my act called the Russian Cradle. So that's really something that I love, the transition of it from high level to something performing, but it's a little bit easier on the body for me especially. So it's a good way to finish your athletic career, I would say.
Damianova pasó de seguir estrictos regímenes de entrenamiento dentro de un equipo a un estilo de vida distinto como artista. Para el espectador, las acrobacias podrían representar un alto riesgo. Sin embargo, Nansy encontraba más riesgo en la gimnasia.
The challenge, I guess, is that when you're a high-level athlete, you have someone constantly kind of overlooking at what you do, someone who guides you the entire time, tells you what to do, how much conditioning, eat, sleep, everything. Whereas in Cirque, you're really like a professional, so you are the one who needs to take care of yourself. You should know how much conditioning you need to do, how to eat well. You're the one that is in charge of you staying in shape. And so I think that's kind of the hard part from being so grounded and surrounded in gymnastics to having that freedom. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to figure out what really works best for you without anyone telling you. So that's pretty much being your own boss. The risk factor is not the same. I feel like in gymnastics there's more opportunities to get injured just because of the amount of hours you train and the events you do. Whereas here we're high up in the air, so one of the risks would be falling in the net, which is a few meters distance. But at that time, we're supposed to be knowing how to fall and react. So that's made the main, I would say, risk is if you were to fall, just have to know how to react and fall into the net so you don't hurt yourself falling in the net.
Por los últimos 7 años, el circo ha sido su vida. Todo el elenco del show de JJ.OO, o Colonia como ellos se refieren al grupo debido a la trama de insectos, se desplaza de ciudad en ciudad. Hoy en día su rutina es muy distinta a su pasado como atleta de alto rendimiento.
But usually we have about an hour to 2 hours of practice and extra conditioning or whatever you need, and then at night around 6 p.m. I start getting ready with my makeup, which takes about 30 minutes. I then go eat for 30 minutes, so I'm usually ready 30 minutes before the show. So around 7:30 I'm usually ready to warm up slowly and kind of get ready for the show.
Y aunque la rutina y vida de Nansy hayan cambiado de su etapa como gimnasta, una constante se mantiene: el aplauso y cariño del público cada que salta con una sonrisa al escenario.
When we hear people scream, sometimes we have random people screaming, and it makes us look. We have a few seconds and we try to figure out who it is, and it just gives us chills and the energy because we feel appreciated. So of course it's like when you do something good and someone applauds you, so it's really the adrenaline you get from the crowd as well and the energy, which helps. But we're used to do our shows even if the crowd is a little quieter, but we all enjoy when they go loud.